Hey kids, guess what? Obama's finally coming for your guns. All they told you was going to happen, and for 7 years I've been able to tell gun freaks that he's signed no bill. Well, isn't he making me look like a clown now? Word on the street is Obama's going to sign an executive order that would shut down the gun show loophole. What is the gun show loophole? The gun show loophole basically states if you are selling a gun at a gun show or online, you are thus selling it as an individual seller, and you do not have to do a background check on your customer. If the law that Obama wants to pass doesn't get held up in court forever, you would then have to be a licensed gun dealer in order to sell a gun at a gun show or online, and thus you'd have to do a background check on your customer. I don't see the problem here at all. I think that's a reasonable request. So let's address a few of the issues. A, as I mentioned, this will be held up in court forever. The NRA, the gun lobby, the right-wing nut jobs will all come together and basically sue. You can hear, right now, you can actually hear their footsteps as they're running to every courthouse in America saying, this is unconstitutional. No, it's not. It's as Obama said in his speech today, basically you can't yell fire in a crowded building and then claim free speech. These are reasonable exceptions to the rules. The Constitution is not a firm document. For God's sakes, it had slavery. Booze was illegal once. We've made some changes, all right? And even though the Second Amendment does say, for a well-armed militia, calm down, boys in Oregon. Most people don't have guns because they're in a fucking militia, all right? They just don't. But why you guys were so busy fighting for your second, your first, your fourth, your fifth, and your eighth amendments have already been manipulated and altered by the U.S. government. I'm not saying we shouldn't have the Second Amendment. I'm not saying we should take away your guns. There just has to be something in place to do something to try to stop some bad guys. What about the idea that only bad guys then will have guns? Well, this will make it a little harder for people who were previously bad guys to get guns. Those who are good guys will have no problem still getting guns. You'll pass a background check. You can have an arsenal in your house. Nobody says you can't. Or what's the point of making a law since bad guys will get guns anyways? Well, why have any laws then? Laws can discourage some crime. Now, they don't discourage all of it, obviously. We have the death penalty. That doesn't discourage people from murdering, right? And there will still be plenty of murder with these laws in place. It won't stop gun deaths. It may save a couple hundred each year. So what about the idea then of all those people saying, I dare you to come and take my guns, and they have pictures of their guns or them with AK-47s or AR-15s, and they make these lame threats to a government. Now, it's cute. It sounds tough. It's a lot of bluster. But I want to remind you a few things. If the government wanted to take your guns, they wouldn't have to. They could take you, meaning they would drone you before you saw them coming. So unless you're going to have napalm and a full-blown army ready to fight back, good luck, fuckers. So calm it down. If they really wanted your guns, they could pretty much get them. So stop it with your attitude and your I'm so fucking tough bullshit, all right? Or these messages on social media about how, I dare somebody to break into my house. It's because you want to use the gun. That's what you're saying. You're not saying you hope somebody breaks in your house. Nobody wants somebody to break into their house. You're saying you want to shoot somebody. We get it. I hope you reasonable gun owners stop letting the loudmouths speak for you. Because I know most people do not want a psychopath with a gun. You don't want an Islamist terrorist with a gun, right? You don't want him easily getting a gun, do you? What if a bunch of black guys took over a federal building? You get my point. Bad guys will still get guns, but maybe less. Good guys can still get guns because they're good guys, right? They will still be able to walk in, pass the background check, walk out with a goddamn arsenal. I hope you get all the AK-47s you want if you're a good guy. We just need some rational gun laws. I don't want to take your Second Amendment rights away. I still think you should be allowed to own a rocket launcher. Just don't take it to school. All right, is that a problem? Why is that a problem? Well, because bad guys will still take them to school. Shut the fuck up. You're not going to be fast enough. Your reflexes aren't good enough to stop a bad guy who instantly opens fire. Be rational. If somebody starts opening fire, unless you're fucking well-trained and trained constantly on this, you're not going to just start fucking saving the world. All right? You have to train these skills, hone these skills, practice saving the world. All you little Rambos out there, breathe in. We're just trying to stop a few assholes from getting guns who may use it to do nefarious acts. Is that so wrong? I don't think so. Anyways, folks, hope you enjoyed this. Please share, like, subscribe. Tell your father. He'd probably like me, right? Maybe your mother will.